Hello, hello, and welcome to the ASMR Samurai. I hope you're doing well today, or tonight. Today's video is very exciting. It is a collab with the amazing Nick's Ramble ASMR. Today, we are going to be talking about scuba diving mysteries. A missing scuba diver. I enjoyed reading about this because instead of a murder mystery, it is more of a just like an odd mystery about like what happened, but still, just as a warning, we will be talking about death in this video. So if this isn't your type of ASMR video, there are tons of other ones that I'm sure you'll enjoy more. But thank you so much, Nick, for collabing with me today. I think it went really well, and yeah, let's get right into it. This is the story of Ben McDaniel. So in August of 2010, Ben McDaniel, who was a 30-year-old scuba diver, disappeared 115 feet underwater in a cave in Ponce de Leon, Florida, at a place called Vortex Spring. Ben was last seen by two Vortex Spring employees, one being a man named Eduardo, around 7:30 p.m. This cave has a gate at its entrance, as well as a do not enter sign with a Grim Reaper on it, which was made to block untrained and non-certified divers from entering the most dangerous parts of the cave. Ben wasn't certified, so he had been breaking into the gated area. Worried that Ben would get stuck or hurt himself trying to force into the gated area, Eduardo, the employee, decided it would be safer to unlock the gate for him. That was the last time anyone saw Ben.
Wait, this is so crazy. Okay. Wait, what the heck? Okay, we're moving on, but wait, what? Okay. The police divers didn't have correct training to find and recover a body in a cave like this. So they assembled 16 recovery divers that rotated through in teams and worked for 36 days. Whoa, that's a long time. Okay. A few days in, they decided to bring in an expert in both cave and rescue diving, Ed Sorensen. Ed was on vacation in the Bahamas at the time, but flew home as soon as he got the call. He used an underwater scooter to propel him and went as far back into the cave as humanly possible without getting stuck, which was further than anyone else had ever gone. And yet, he found absolutely no evidence of Ben ever being back there. Whoa, that's spooky. Okay. He explained to Ben's family that since Ben was 6'1" and 220 pounds, that's the year, not the pounds. Okay, 220 pounds. Ben could not have physically gone any further into the cave, and he's 99% sure that Ben wasn't down there. That's insane. Okay,
yeah,
whoa. Holy moly.
A lady named Jill Herneth, who holds the record for the deepest female dive, wanted to help find out what happened to Ben. After diving in the cave and looking at Ben's map that he created, Jill believed that it's possible that Ben panicked or narked, which is also known as nitrogen narcosis, which is kind of like getting drunk underwater. And as he panicked, he swam himself into an area that was unexpected and where no one would be able to find him, because some sections were so small that no one could make it through without removing their oxygen tanks.
Oh.
Yeah, so pretty intense diving.
Wait, so you think... Okay, so... Wait, but wouldn't he have had his tanks on anyways if he was going to go, like,
yeah, he has it on, but like
somewhere?
when you get down there, you take it off and you push it forward first, and then you swim in, like, after it.
Holy...
Yeah,
Whoa.
it's intense.
Okay, that makes sense why there's that whole sign being like, don't go in. Wow. No wonder. Okay. The only evidence that Ben was there at all were two stage tanks left outside of the cave entrance. One was empty and one broken. And the other was one was empty and broken, and the other was half empty and without a regulator. Regulators are what divers use to breathe. This is weird for a few reasons. First of all, stage tanks are usually placed inside the cave so that they can be easily accessed by the diver if needed. Also, Divers never take their regulators off their tank to switch tanks while underwater. Yeah, I feel like I remember that. It's way more difficult and an easy way to drown.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to do
Yeah,
it.
that sounds so counterintuitive. Wow.
Yeah, that's why it's weird. There's like a lot
That's,
of weird stuff in this story. It doesn't make sense. Be-
yeah.
so because of the lack of evidence, people began to wonder if Ben was ever even in the cave. The police used cadaver dogs and searched the land surrounding the park, as well as other bodies of water, and found no traces of Ben. One cadaver dog hit the surface of the water, jumped in, and started swimming towards the cave entrance, which was very unusual, and Ben's family saw this as a strong evidence that his body was still in the cave.
Wow. The police looked through Ben's car, which contained his wallet, cash, and dive log. They also checked his apartment, where they found his dog, hungry and dehydrated, and a map of the cave that suggested Ben had made it all the way to the end. Wow.
Ben's parents decided to put out a $30,000 reward to anyone who could find his body. Unfortunately, that led to untrained divers going into this deadly cave for money and for fame of finding Ben's body. One
Oh my
diver
god.
went in and never came back out. His body was recovered the next day, and after that, Ben's parents rescinded the whole reward.
Oh my god. Imagine how guilty oh my god.
Yeah, that would
Whoa.
suck. Like, imagine putting up a reward for somebody to, like, risk their life and they end up dying. I would not be able to live with that.
Yeah, you kind of like just oh my god, the guilt. Yo, yeah, that's
Yeah.
crazy. Um okay, so that's the story, and then here are now there are four different theories as to what could have happened to Ben. I'm excited to see what these are because I think I already feel like I have an idea. But okay, number one is that he drowned in the cave. He messed up or panicked and ended up in an area that he couldn't get out of, which is what I thought initially, where I was like, maybe he got stuck in one of those like
Yeah.
higher caves. Maybe he's still there. Okay, so
It totally
that's
could be.
theory one.
Yeah. So
Okay,
number two,
what's theory two?
theory
Yeah.
two is that he drowned in the cave, like the first one, except that someone from Vortex Springs moved his body before the police could find him, so that they wouldn't have to deal with the liability issues of have somebody die in their cave. Which also could,
Whoa.
make sense, right? Like,
Yeah, I wonder. So do we think then that they took? Do we think that they took the body out of the water and put it like on land? That's weird. That's
yeah,
so interesting. But I wonder if how would
I
no
don't
one have
know.
seen that too? It's so crazy. Okay, number three is that Ben planned his disappearance to escape financial troubles and start a new life. I've heard this one. Okay, yeah, I feel like that's usually a common theory. But it says he had previously lost his brother to a stroke, and his wife divorced him, and he was in a lot of debt. He didn't have much except his new girlfriend and his dog. However, this theory seems unlikely because people that knew Ben said that he loved his dog more than anything and would have never abandoned it. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. You have a dog. Like if
Yeah,
you have a
right?
dog, I
Like,
feel like you're a dog person.
yeah,
You
that's
want
a
to
big
like
thing. If you
protect
have a
him
dog, like, you
or
would not
her.
just leave him, no.
Yeah, you would like give it to family or something. You wouldn't just like let it. Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I mean, I guess if he's in a ton of debt and he just has the dog just to have a dog, but like, I don't know many people that buy dogs, and then even if they aren't dog people at first, they'd be able to abandon them after they get the dog, you know?
No, yeah. I wonder
Yeah.
how old the dog was too. Does it say? Like, I don't know if it was like a puppy or. Ugh.
So the final theory is that he was murdered by one or a number of persons. The
Oh
owner
my
of
god.
Vortex Springs, Lowell Kelly, had previously been charged with kidnapping and assault because he brought an employee out to the woods and beat him with a baseball bat because he owed Kelly money. Since Kelly was working on the night of Ben's disappearance, he could have easily thrown Ben's tanks in the water, which explains why they were in weird places, then took his body and diving gear to a different location to dispose of, which is
Whoa.
pretty dark. Like,
That's really dark.
yeah.
And then it goes on. It says, "Yeah, that's really dark." Okay, I was like, "Whoa." So, but this is where it gets weird. 2 days before the Discovery Channel aired a special episode of Ben's disappearance, Kelly died under mysterious circumstances. He died of blunt force trauma to the head. which they say happened from falling down the stairs. Oh, it's like the staircase thing. Okay. However, that's wild. Okay. However, numerous people theorize that Kelly and his accomplice killed Ben. And since Ben's death was getting a lot of recognition, the other accomplice possibly decided to tie off loose ends. Whoa.
Yeah, so there are a couple
Whoa, that's
different
interesting.
theories, but
What do you think? Sam, tell everyone, what do you think? Which out of all these theories, is
so
there one that you think is most likely?
yeah, I don't really know. Like, it's hard to know if you aren't there, and obviously, like, we're just reading all this stuff off the internet, so it's really hard to know. But like personally, I feel like he was definitely murdered just because of the stage tanks, right? Because as
Yeah.
like you and I are both divers, right? So I don't know if you've done cave diving before, but
No, I actually haven't. That sounds so cool.
like
Crazy though.
having an extra tank there is actually really really useful. So if you don't have an extra tank, or if like you put it in the wrong spot, um, it won't end really it won't end well at all. So an experienced diver, which he was, because even though he wasn't certified, he did this cave dive like over 200 times. So he definitely knew what he was doing when it came to it. So the fact that those tanks were in such weird places, I just don't think that's a coincidence.
Yeah, that's so.
Yeah.
He's done it 200 times. That's like insane. I
Why would you think
wonder.
happened?
I don't know. I feel like. Yeah, I feel like foul play is involved. It's really suspicious that he died like before it got like more publicized. I'm assuming that Discovery Channel was like the
Yeah,
first one of the first things to air it. So I get, you don't want it to ruin your reputation. So I understand like the theory about if they found the body to get rid of it.
sure.
But it's weird. It's weird. So, did you say that Ben knew? Like, were they close? Or was Ben? Okay, and Eduardo didn't decide it would be safer. Yeah, it's so strange. I guess I like the theory. Oh, I don't know. But what did they get? What did they get from like killing him? Did they get anything?
So
Like
yeah, so
any?
he was in a lot of debt. So some people theorized that since Kelly was not a great guy, that he maybe owed Kelly some money, and then that's why he ended up killing him. But again,
Oh,
you know,
okay.
we don't even know
That's
if he's
so
dead. He
wild.
could still be out there.
Yeah, which is even crazier. I mean, the cave obviously only has like one entrance and one exit, right? Like
Yeah.
it's just
Oh yeah,
go
there's
in,
only
go
one way
out.
in and out. Yeah. But like, imagine seeing all these stories online and stuff of like a disappearance that happened to you that you planned, and like you're just out there chilling. Like that'd be
Dude,
crazy.
there's so many wild ones. Have you seen oh my god. Oh my god, there's a mystery show on Netflix. It's like Unsolved Mysteries. Have
Oh
you seen
yeah,
it,
yeah.
Sam? Okay, have you seen this first season?
No, I haven't watched it yet. It just looks good.
Oh, you should watch it.
Yeah.
There's one. It's if for you guys too. It's like really. It's pretty brutal. It's like very intense. So beware, trigger warning. But there's one where it's like this father. He basically just like escaped, and like, but yeah, like they don't know if he's alive or not, and it's crazy because it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, he could just be like watching on the internet.
Bro, like imagine somebody putting your whole life into a story like this. Like I can't even imagine.
I know. I'm smiling because it's so uncomfortable. Like it's so like none of
No,
this
it's
is good. Like I
well,
hope I
well.
feel
That's
so
a
bad.
big reason why I
Yeah,
chose this one, right? Because it's not like necessarily a murder story. Because he could just be alive out there watching all these videos about him, right? Like you never really know, right?
I
So
love that. Let's just think that.
trying to
Yeah,
think
like
positive.
honestly,
Yeah.
yeah, and he got out of debt. But that's so. So, like, do you know any information? So this was in 2010. So, has there been any additional information forthcoming
No,
since?
bro. There's
Oh,
been nothing new at all. I've tried to look for like even people that like talked about it other than him. I couldn't find any new information at all, which is so weird because especially when you see stuff like that with a story that people talk about, there's usually something new that comes out that pops up, but no, I couldn't find anything.
well, yeah, that's like the crazy thing with like
Yeah.
caves and like because I have a diving story too, and it's like mine's like at a really low depth, but it's like there's a certain point where it gets really dangerous for people to even look, right? And
Yeah,
that's like they assume that they're just dead, but you actually have no idea,
sure.
which is crazy. That was a really good one. Good
Yeah.
find, Sam. I've never heard that. That was so crazy. Yeah, so that's the mystery of Ben McDaniel. If you guys like this video and you want to see another one of me and Sam going through another mystery, a scuba mystery, come jump onto my channel, Nick's Ramble ASMR, and yeah, we'll share another mystery with you guys. So just jump on over. Yeah, and we'll see you there. Yeah, so join us.
Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope it helped you relax, maybe get a little bit of sleep. Thank you, Nick's Ramble ASMR, so much for collabing with me today. If you liked this video, please go check out another one on his channel where we collabed about another scuba diving mystery. I'll put his link in the description below. And I hope to see you later. Or I'll see you next time. Yeah, I'll see you next time. I'll see you next time. I hope to see you next time.